Hey everyone, this is Flash and this is sportsbookreview.com. It's Champions League quarterfinals this week and it's a game every day, and that will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Now, if we're going to do Champions League, then we've got to have Alex, obviously, who covers Bundesliga and Serie A, and Tancredi, who covers every single sport in the world. And where are you, Tan?
I'm in Milan airport. Hope that my voice gets in the right way.
Is that just because it's cheap Wi-Fi or what?
Exactly for that reason. It's for the reason that I won't tell you exactly, but just imagine what is the reason. See what is the reason? That is the reason. Because the Champions League is everywhere, Flash, is everywhere.
And where are you off to?
I'm exactly off to Lisbon.
Nice one. Alex, 4 great ties. Do you expect many upsets?
Alex is out in this moment.
Oh, where's Alex gone then? That's unbelievable.
It's the first upset, eliminated by Lyon.
Yeah, we don't mind that. We don't mind that at all, Tan. Tan, where do you expect the upsets to come from if there's going to be one in these 4 games?
Look, I believe that it will be harder this time around. Well, first of all, we have Bayern Barcelona, which whoever wins is not an upset. It would be in case of Manchester Lyon or Atletico Leipzig, but we will go deep into that. But I see that one showed solidity, the other show finally City consistency. So I don't know from them. Probably, which is even the most intriguing tie, maybe in Atalanta Paris Saint-Germain. Maybe it will be whoever is going through. It will be the first semi-final. It would be the first semi-final for Atalanta, and Paris Saint-Germain only played once semi-final in 1995. So almost as if. So it could be one way or the other. And I think in whatever case, the game will be leveled until the end. Maybe some upset will come from there. See, we talk about Atalanta, Paris Saint-Germain. We are still not in deep, but we are still not in deep in the game analysis, Alex. It was just an overall review about which upset we would expect.
Okay, now obviously, no problem at all. No problem at all. Now, welcome back, Alex. But before we go to Alex, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we can notify you and you'll never miss any content again. If you press the link in the description, then that will take you over to our soccer articles, either by Martin, Dave or Alex. Alex, we had an absolute clean sweep last week. I went back and watched that Champions League video that we did, and it was almost like we videoed it after the games. Congratulations, you two.
Yeah, it was insane. Absolutely insane. Again, teamwork. This is why we are here for. Yeah, absolutely great quarterfinals coming. If you were talking about Atalanta, PSG, yes. Not yet. Okay, not yet. Okay, I'm pumped. No, I think that there are 2 matches, let's put it this way, that are a lot more interesting than the other 2. And I'm talking Atalanta PSG, and I'm talking Barcelona versus Bayern. Those 2 will be like the most anticipated matches in this month, for example, in European football. Leipzig with Atletico Madrid, I'm sure that it will be a tough to watch, let's say, match. And Manchester City, it will be one-way ticket. So, yeah, the most interesting 2 are still Atalanta, PSG, and Bayern versus Bayern. Barca versus Bayern.
Okay, remember we're live, so you're our third guest. Let us know how much money you made last week, because every single selection that we gave you, it came in. I mean, even Tan going -1 with Juventus, it was a push. Now, just remember, you are the third guest, so get yourselves involved. Alex, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to go Atalanta, +225, the draw, +300, and PSG at +120.
Yes, so I love Atalanta, you know, that I really love them, and I wish that they can go all the way. I don't know how many teams qualified in the quarterfinals on their season debut. I don't know how many teams started the competition with 3 defeats and qualified from the group stages and arrived here. We're talking about the best attacking side in Serie A for the last 2 years. It's not a surprise anymore. This Atalanta team are not anymore a surprise. And maybe last year, if they were a first year with the best attacking side in Serie A. Yeah, he's reading the newspaper. He's reading about the Atalanta. I think that he. Don't tell me that you wrote that piece.
That would be shameless.
No, not me.
Okay, the most important thing is that they have nothing to lose here. Atalanta, they arrived till here. Everything is possible. It's a one match. Let's not forget about that. The format of the competition changed after the pandemic. One match, the winner takes it all and qualifies into semifinals. Not a two-legged. Let's say that in a two-legged match, they had even more chances than they have now in the one match, PSG will be probably 99% without Kylian Mbappe. He traveled with the team. But I don't think that they will force him. Remember that they have also the semis and after the final. If they force him now and he re-injures himself, that's a huge, huge loss. And let's not forget that they will play. They will probably play, I don't know, let's say Atletico Madrid in the next round. That is an even tougher match with the parking the bus Simeone, But anyways, let's not go so deep like Tan says. Let's say that still the value is on PSG. Let's say that the value is still on PSG, and I'm thinking that they will win by 1 goal. Let's say. I think that it will be very, very interesting. I think very, very open match. Both teams will attack. Marco Verratti will miss also this one, and Di Maria, who is suspended. So more problems for PSG. Atalanta will score, in my opinion. So the Alex Classic at 1.73, I took it 3 weeks ago as a banker, and I gave it out on Twitter. I still have it, and I'm still running with it. But 2.15 for PSG is my second bet for this match.
Okay, Tan, I look at this game and I think, yes, both teams will score. But listen, if there's no Mbappe, there's no Verratti, there's no Di Maria, I'm wondering if PSG can outscore Atalanta. I think Atalanta, unbelievable value at around plus 225.
It is very good value. Again, it's a very leveled game. Much more than what would be on cards normally. Anyway, what happens in the last hours got some importance. First of all, Mbappe will sit on the bench. Probably he will be available in case of semi-final from the beginning.
Yeah.
But I think it's the option that Paris Saint-Germain would play if things go bad. Now, we saw that strategy for Juventus didn't play out. They had the same situation with Dybala. They played Dybala, and Dybala after 10 minutes got injured. Mbappe probably is not in that situation so bad like Dybala. But anyway, is that I know that they are trying to rush to recover in time, at least for the bench, on time, even Verratti. But the bad thing is what is happening on the other side for Atalanta. Not only Ilicic won't be part of the game because he pulled out from Champions League. He got some personal issues that has pushed him to travel back to Slovenia to his family. And losing Ilicic is a big blow. He's probably losing, in this season, the second most important player. Papu Gomez is the most important player, but Ilicic is the only one that can fix a game, solve a game by himself with some magic trick. Really is the one that can do even without the team around. But even worse news for Atalanta is that the goalkeeper, Gollini, is pulled out from the game because of ligaments injury. Now, on my personal cards, Gollini was the best goalkeeper of the season overall in Serie A. Some others says Andanovic, some others says Szczesny, some other Donnarumma, but this to tell you how important anyway has been his impact. We know how much Atalanta is scoring, but they do concede a bit, And Gollini has behaved exactly as the great goalkeepers behave in the great teams, being decisive the few times that is requested his work. Now, the biggest problem for Atalanta is that the mismatch of performance between Gollini, the starting keeper, and Sportiello, who some few years ago was tipped as to be the new Buffon and was nowhere near that. Well, the mismatch of performance is huge. And in my opinion, that gap, at least once in the game, will be felt. It seems like if this game would have been played 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, for Atalanta, I would have gone with Atalanta, in favor of Atalanta. But now seems to me that Paris Saint-Germain, with all the problems, they can edge Atalanta in some way. A game leveled until the end. For this reason, I have asked Alex to help me with these odds because I couldn't find the odds anywhere. Because what I was looking for, Flash, was Paris Saint-Germain to win, both teams to score, and over 2.5 goals. So let's say an Alex special adjusted by Tancredi.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a proper bet builder, that. I mean, Jesus.
And it does exist.
It is a bet builder. So you can find it. You can find it only on books that are giving you bet builders like Unibet, Bet365. Yes,
the combo exists, and it's Paris Saint-Germain to win. Thanks. Paris Saint-Germain to win, both teams to score, and over 2.5 goals at 3.3. And in my opinion, it's a very good way to predict all the how could unfold the game.
Okay, well, we've got 130 if you're watching, but only 21 thumbs up. Please give yourself a thumbs up. That shows the appreciation towards Tan and Alex, who do so much great work for you and for I. Now, let's move on then. I'm going to come to you then, Tan. We're going to go with Leipzig. This is the Thursday game, and it's Leipzig at plus 225, draw plus 225, and Atletico can be found now at plus 145, which is a massive price. But we've got to let you know that there's 2 positive results for COVID in the Atletico camp. We've got Correa and Versalico. I'm still thinking that Atletico, I'm not going to get off them. I think that they still win the game. Leipzig, for me, they're just average and they cannot defend. So for me, Atletico win the game, Tan.
Look, there was the results of the last round of testing after finding the negatives. It was like late on Monday morning. They all tested negative, and so they had green light to travel on Tuesday to Lisboa, where they will play on Thursday. They do lose a bit with Correa. Versalico,
huge lose with Correa.
Versalico wouldn't have not played, and anyway, he never really had an impact. Correa probably would not have started, but it could be, probably is the only one that Simeone can pull out of the bench to have something to unblock the game when he can.
Maybe he would have started right now and not start in the semi-finals. This is what I think.
Yeah, could be. But that would be in the case that Simeone would maybe do some overthinking on rotating. And knowing Simeone, I don't think he would do in that way. But anyway, let's see that Correa is the 12th man that you can
but
play.
I'm not bothered about that, Tan, because obviously I would be worried if it was against like a PSG or Atalanta. But we're talking about Leipzig here. Leipzig struggled to defend. They rely on scoring so many goals. You try and rely on scoring so many goals against an Atletico Madrid side who are not interested in letting you get anywhere near their goal. So for me, I think listen, do we know that he could play in the semi-final if he gets there? If he gets a negative this week, is he okay to play next week?
I don't think that he will play.
I don't know. You need it depends what is the protocol that UEFA has adopted, but normally you need 2 consecutive negative along 4 days. At least I'm telling you in the Serie A protocol to receive green light. I believe that probably they are off from the Champions League. Maybe in the final.
Do you see Atletico having like great value at plus 145?
It's not great value. It depends the kind of game you want to play. If you want to play for look, I want to splash a lot of money and have a safe bet, then go for that. I like more the challenge because I play more for the challenge. It depends on what you play. I like more for the challenge. When I see the 145, I said this is not challenging my knowledge. That's for me. That's what I think.
I've got them down. I think they should be about 1.75, 1.8. I think Leipzig are the weakest side out of these last 8.
No, but look, not only you're right about that, but not only we are forgetting one detail here, guys. Timo Werner has left. Timo Werner was the converting power of all the Leipzig building up. He left to Chelsea. He's off to Chelsea. No way who's staying is able to replace Timo Werner. And there is a mismatch between what was his level and the quality of the others. Also, Rangnick, after not being hired by Milan anyway, has announced that he will leave the direction of Leipzig, even if he's not the manager. The manager is Nagelsmann, but anyway, he's the Deus ex machina, the matrix of Leipzig. So it feels like they have touched their roof and they touch the ceiling and they can go over that. If there is that bet, maybe Alex can help me with that. If there is that bet, I would go to make more juicy the Atletico to win. Yeah. I would go with Atletico to win combo with Atletico to score over 1.5 goals. I don't know if it's possible to combine the two things, but I believe that Atletico will score at some point. Leipzig will open even more than they do as usual. And so Atletico will score at least a second goal. Not sure if they will be able to put one in the back of the net of Atletico, but at least in that way, I see that. So I would do this combo. Atletico to win, if it's possible, and over 1.5 goals scored by Atletico.
I think, but I think you just do 2 separate bets. I think the plus 145, you're looking at gift horse in the mouth. I know it's a bit of a flash cliche now, but why are you complicating it?
No, because 1 second. The value here, Flash is 1000% right, because total goals scored by Atletico Madrid over 1.5 is at 2.5. So you can play both separately, because the combo, I have also the combo, is at 3.15. It's not such a big difference. So in case of one, if one loses, you can
they win 1-0.
The other one,
Exactly. So anyway, we've got chance. Let's move on. Otherwise, we'll be here all week. Alex, Leipzig, how do they break this resolute defending down from Atletico Madrid?
Tough.
It is tough.
It is tough. But we don't have Timo Werner. We don't have many other problems with, as Tan said, with the operational direction and blah blah blah. That guy believing and the matrix and all the inside, the deepest things that Tan mentioned there. I believe that Nagelsmann is one of the, from the young, from a career perspective, I think that he will have a great career. I think that he is one of the good coaches, football coaches in the world, in Europe most of all. And I think that in 5 years we will see them at a huge top team in Europe. He will not stay here. Oh, it's Atletico Madrid. Oh, let's fear now. We don't have Timo Werner. No, of course not. He will go for the win. He has one chance. It's one match. I understand. I totally understand your point of view with Atletico Madrid. But hopefully we will not see a 90-minute draw and after that Atletico Madrid to win in extra time or something. Because that is possible also. This is why I'm not going all in with this Atletico Madrid side. When Atletico Madrid are playing, the sportsbook are giving so bad odds for under 2.5 goals in the match, because they know that that Simeone will park the bus and take it from there. But I'm going against the boogies here. I'm going over 2 goals in the match, Asian handicap at 1.7, because I think that we'll see more than 2 goals, at least 2 goals, let's say. For example, if Tan said over 1.5 Athletics goals, right? So there is 2 goals. I think that RB Leipzig will also find the back of the net. I think that, because they have good players. They have Dani Olmo. They have after Campbell. They have I don't know. I think that Upamecano there, Forsberg. I don't know. I feel that they can do it. Paulson, I like very much Paulson. Patrick Schick can easily score from a corner kick from something. I don't know. I think that they will find the back of the net. So it will not be the 1-0 type of match here. I think that we'll see goals, and I think that this is the safest way to go. Over 2 goals in the match at 1.7.
Okay, listen, let's start cracking on because we haven't got long, and you want the biggest game of the week, and it'll be on Friday night in Europe. It's Barcelona at plus 250. That could be a massive price. The draw plus 300, and Bayern at plus 105. We'll go to our Bundesliga expert, Alex, and tell us how and why Bayern are favourites.
Because they should be favorites. It's like they are the best side in Europe right now. You cannot even question this. They have the most complete team. They have players all over the pitch that they can do the difference from the back to the middle to in front. Everything is all together. They don't have injury issues. Nobody, not an important player. Let's say a little bit like Kingsley Commander, but I still think that he will play. They destroyed Chelsea also in the second match without even going in the second gear. They remained there in the first gear, and they beat them 4-1, 7-1 in on aggregate. Barcelona have Messi, and you saw what Messi did against the Napoli. Without Messi, Barcelona are nowhere right now. So Messi is the one that's keeping their dreams for winning the Champions League alive. And he's the one that can do the difference against any type of team in Europe. And if you will put, everyone is expecting him to put on a miracle performance and solve the match on his own. But Bayern are too good for that right now. Too good for that. I mean, they have everything. I don't have enough words to say how good they are. So going with Bayern to win this match in 90 minutes at 2.05 right now, and the odds are dropping. Be careful. 2.15 it was in the morning, now 2.05, and it will go down. But I'm going also to play the Alex Classic here, both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals at 1.8, because come on, we are talking about Barcelona here, right? So I have to do that. Okay. Sorry, one thing I missed in Atalanta versus PSG. Anytime goal scorer Neymar at 2.2.
Okay, Tan, we're going to look at this. I mean, maybe a little bet builder for you, because you're going to say that maybe if you're a Bayern fan, you can go with Bayern to win, both teams to score, and over 2.5 goals.
How did you know that? How did you know that? I just
know that's the Tan madness that I've come accustomed to.
How did you know? Exactly before the game, the show. Well, it's a game. The show started. I just wrote to Alex and say, look, I can't find the odd on these three together. Also on Bayern and Barcelona. Please give me a help, because all what Alex said. But let's face it, the main issue was to check in Bayern Chelsea, even if we knew that Chelsea was starting from 3 goals down in the first leg. Anyway, would feel like they are over with the season. They had injuries in the FA Cup final. But the main issue was to see whether if Bayern would be able to unfreeze their performance right now, just straight in the round of 16, for how easy it could be. Because let's remember, they finished to play at the end of June, 30th of June, if I'm not mistaken. And this means that they came back to play 35 days later, after conceding, if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks of holiday to their players. Is not easy, just to click back, and only for that game. Obviously, the conditions against Chelsea made it easier. But we saw Lewandowski, boom, the straight on was on top. And Lewandowski might have a particularly big motivation, because I believe that the Ballon d'Or has been stripped off from him because it won't be assigned this season. And if Bayern win this game, I believe he will definitely define that he would be the most to deserve the Ballon d'Or. He was tipped off by the Golden Boot, by Immobile in the end. So there is an even extra motivation. Mind also, Lewandowski never won Champions League because Lewandowski was playing with Borussia Dortmund the last time that Bayern Munich won the Champions League. So this is something to put in mind. He's someone, obviously, it's never a game of one player. Otherwise, we would talk about Barcelona and Messi. But there are some players in some season, you know better than me, that Flash, that are in a particular aura, in a particular momentum. And I believe that is the season of Lewandowski. Obviously, supported by a perfect system around, which is what seems to be Bayern. On the other side, we saw Barcelona that probably played their best game in
the first half.
Pardon?
In the first half.
But it's okay if you're 3-1 up at half time, lads. If you're 3-1 up, it's job done.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, they didn't show such a, how can I say, such this disadvantage over the rivals. I believe since February, they were never convincing in Liga, never. I'm talking about the performance. So let's not underestimate the pride of champions. They recover Vidal and Busquets, which were missing against Napoli. It's true that they have other players missing, but nobody in the starting 11, all in all. That's why I think it will be much, much harder for Barcelona than it is supposed to be. Mind also this detail. In the last 13 seasons, Barcelona and Messi always won a title. Even if it would be only Spanish Super Cup, always won a title. If they go out of Champions League, it will be the first season since 2008 both Messi and Barcelona don't lift any title. This to say how tough it's going to be. And I believe...
And Quique Setien will be out, 1,000%.
I believe Quique Setien won't be out only if he won Champions League. And I'm not even sure, not even in that
case. Not even in that case.
Oh, listen, lads, we've got to kick on because we've got to come to...
All this together, I go with that build-up you were mentioning and was mentioning Alex. I hope Alex made a little research for me. Bayern to win, both teams to score, and over 2.5 goals. It is at, Alex?
3.4.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And yeah, we'll be giving you a little parlay because obviously last week we did the 3 doubles and a treble, which was Man City, Bayern and over 1.5, and obviously Barcelona as well. Now listen, this is a bit of a trap, this next game. I think I may have found some value. It's Man City minus 300, draw plus 550, and Lyon at plus 1100. I like Lyon plus 1.5. Lyon are no mugs, and they shouldn't be plus 1100, Tan.
Look, I'm not sure. Wait, I'm not sure I understood what are you telling me. You like Lyon in which way?
Plus 1.5 goals. So they only get beat by 1.
Ah, okay. That was my mistake. There was, for a moment, I missed the communication. Lyon are much better than everybody of us thought. More me than you, because I thought that Juventus would go through, and actually you two guys...
More me than you, because they qualified, and that's
we ain't got time to talk about fish and chip paper, which was last week. We got to crack on with this game.
No, I meant more you than me. I said more me than you.
Okay. Yes.
No, sorry.
Relax, Alex. Relax.
Obviously, I meant that because I even specified that I was the only one that rooted for Juventus, while you said Lyon to go through. And I was actually expecting Lyon to do good. I was not expecting to do that good. Defensively, they learned the lesson. They really learned the lesson. It was very demanding, though, Juventus-Lyon. It was demanding also City-Real Madrid. Thing is that the options that Garcia can move are much less than the one that Guardiola can move. And also, Lyon had on the other side a Juventus with so many issues that they completed the reverse trouble within few hours. On the night, they were eliminated by Champions League. The morning after, they sacked Maurizio Sarri. the afternoon after they hired Andrea Pirlo. Everything was within 16 hours. Completely crazy, mental. Never happened something like that at Juventus. So it's a perfect hat-trick. The trouble, they did the trouble. But against Manchester City is different. Against Manchester City, the power of penetration I saw from Sterling that nobody possesses in this moment at Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest striker in the world, but his ability of penetration in the box.
In what world?
Striker.
Yeah, in what world?
Striker.
He's not better than Lewandowski.
Striker.
You know what?
Striker.
But you know what, Flash? That Lewandowski in this moment is a complete center forward.
Yeah, the best in the world at the moment.
Probably yes. But if we talk about the perfect hitter, striker, the way he can shoot from every position and always find the net, Cristiano Ronaldo, nobody possesses that.
No, he's a talent.
Yeah, that's completely in the history of football. And you don't rate him. You are saying that you don't rate him.
No, not no more. I think he's finished.
No,
but there again, I thought Lukaku was
watch,
finished. He got 25 this year.
Yes, indeed.
Don't never trust Flash.
Respect for Flash.
Exactly. If I trash them, that's it. That's a golden ticket for them to do great.
But see.
So anyway, where are we going to get the value, Tan?
The value, in my opinion, is obviously Manchester anyway. Manchester City is winning this. Manchester City is winning this because the power of penetration of the wingers and the way to play. Don't forget also about David Silva that is doing his last gigs with Manchester City. And by the way, he's joining Lazio. I'm giving you the news. Yes, I gave you the news. But City,
you heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Because, I mean, it has been rumored, but I'm telling you, for sure, he's joining Lazio. Okay. Anyway, you can crop this for the segment to tweet them in the video. But I think that anyway, Lyon will find the net. So I would say, you know what? I would go again with the same treble combo. Manchester City to win, both teams to score, and over 2.5 goals.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just basically, it's easy because you don't have to put the over 2.5 because if they're going to win and both teams to score, it's got to automatically be over 2.5 anyway. So it's just a straight Man City to win and both teams to score. Tag. Alex, how are you going to find value? But I still like Lyon to only lose by 1 goal. So that means I go with Lyon plus 1.5.
I think that you guys should watch the match against Juventus, Lyon's match against Juventus, one more time. Because, yes, I went with Lyon to qualify further, but they were lucky as hell, against Juventus. Me personally, I this is what I saw. They were totally dominated. Yes, the only way to do it was to park the bus at least in the second half, and this is what they did good. But huge opportunities from Juventus to score that third goal and qualify further. And let's be honest, also without Dybala, right? Also, if Dybala was 1000% fit for this match, we would see another type of match. But anyway, Manchester City right now should destroy Lyon. Not only that, I'm not going with, and I will not even root for your bet, Flash, plus 1.5. I think that Lyon will lose this one by at least 2 goals. So Manchester City minus 1.5 right now for me at 1.82, but also halftime, full-time, full-time for Manchester City at 1.8. Yes, there is Pep there. Pep.
I just think that Lyon, it was protection mentality because it was a second leg. This is a one-off. They've got plenty weapons, plenty pace, and they're defensively, they're sound. I just think that, I just think that the prices and the value is all with Lyon. Remember, neutral ground as well. Alex, give me a little rundown and a banker, please.
Atalanta versus PSG, the Alex Classic 1.73, PSG to win 2.15. RB Leipzig, Atletico Madrid over 2 goals at 1.7. Bayern to win at 2.05. Barca Bayern Alex Classic at 1.8. Man City halftime full-time at 1.8. Man City minus 1.5 at 1.83. And my banker will remain Atalanta PSG Alex Classic at 1.73.
Excellent. Tan, give me your rundown, please.
It is quite easy. So it is a combo of 3 for 3 games. And it is Atalanta Paris Saint-Germain to win, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. And it's at 3.1. The same in Bayern Barcelona, Bayern to win, both teams to score, over 2.5 goals. It is at 3.50. The same in Manchester City Leipzig. Manchester City Lyon. Manchester City to win, both teams to score, and over 2.5 goals. I don't know exactly what is there. The value should be 3.8, you said?
Yes.
Mamma mia, even better. And then Atletico Leipzig. I say Atletico to win, combo with Atletico to score over 1.5 goals. Obviously, if you want a banker, because you say, look, I want to save money, and I respect you for that, just go with Atletico to win.
Okay, well then my main bets, I'm going to give you the parlay, and it's going to be Atletico to win at plus 145 and Bayern to win at plus 105. But for the parlay, I'm just going to go with plus 100, just to say in case you can't shop around, and that pays plus 390. I'll have a small piece of Lyon, and I think Atalanta could throw up a surprise at plus 225. So that might be, I think, the value there. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe. That means that we can keep doing these videos for your enjoyment. Now press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we'll notify you and you'll never miss any content again. And if you press the link in the description, that'll take you over to our football articles that have been absolutely on fire. They've been cashing every single week. Now, 173 of you watching. We appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for joining the chat. Obviously, I've had to keep the time down today because obviously we've only got the 4 games to go through, but these 2, it's almost like I've been through 2 cards. Okay, so listen, enjoy your week. We're going to be doing Europa League on Thursday, I believe, with Alex and Martin Green. But quarterfinals of the Champions League, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Tan. Tan, have a safe flight.
There is one thing. Wait, there is one thing. Only one. Not in the previous show, not even in this. We haven't said, each of us, who was our favorite to win the Champions League.
Yes, we did. We did. You went with Atletico Madrid because I did. Yes, you did. You copied me. And
but I wrote an article about Manchester City. I wrote an article about Manchester City. No, I wrote.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you have Manchester City down, Atletico in this side, and Bayern Munich here.
Okay, there you go. And I've been with Atletico for 3 months now, so that's the Flash Hex. But listen, good luck to everyone. Remember, we're on Twitter as well at SBR Sports Picks. We'll see you all again soon. Take care.